I think I'm live. I think. I can't see anything from here, so this is interesting. I have no idea. Can't see very much from here. Maybe I should check it out on YouTube too. No, I think I should just keep it simple. Okay. I'm not sure if this is working or not. Hey, Frenchie. How are you today? Hello, hello. Welcome. This is my first time streaming through a second streaming platform rather than directly on YouTube because I want to do the races and the giveaway. So it's a whole new experience. I have no way of seeing how many people are here or anything else. I'm doing great. Thank you, Frenchie. Doing great. I'm glad you're doing well. I love your name. Thank you. That's good to hear. Thank you very much. I don't see where I can see how many people are here. Hey, Paul, how are you today? Welcome. Good evening to you. Hey, Todd. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Hobo Rob, how are you, darling? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Oh, okay, so now I can see how many people there are. I'm using a different streaming platform rather than going direct on YouTube, so everything that I'm looking at is unfamiliar. I'm doing great, Paul. I did check on shipping for you, so all good. We'll make it happen. Hey, Silver Wishes, how are you? I don't know if you saw my message the other day. I sent you a message in the live stream. I had sent you an email on the 26th and 27th, but I know for Rob, Florida Thunder Digging with Rob, sometimes if I send an email directly from my website domain, it goes in, Gmail puts it into your spam folder. So I hope you got it. I have a gift for you. So if you didn't, I'll send it again through my personal email address. So, because that's a Gmail account, so you're sure to get it then. Hey, Zaxon, welcome. Okay, good, you got it. All right, well, that's the important part. Your answer whenever you want. There's no pressure. I just wanted to make sure you got it. Hey, Brian, how are you? Zaxon, how are you? I'm using a whole new streaming platform, so this is another first time for me. So rather than going directly live on YouTube, I'm going through EV Mux because I want to be able to do the winner's race live for this week's MDM Treasure Challenge. And I chose EV Mux instead of StreamYard. Hey, Gregory. Hey, Danny D. Instead of StreamYard, because if I go with the paid, hey, Northern, welcome. If I go with the paid, then I think I'm going to go with this one. So rather than getting used to StreamYard and then not using it anymore, if I switch to paid, I decided to do this. So, but it's all new. So, another first for me. I hope everybody's doing great out there. I don't, Brian. Actually, when I first got on a few moments ago, I was really fumbling until someone came in and said hello. Thank you, Frenchie. Frenchie was the first one in, and I didn't publicize a time because I wasn't sure that I could get everything working properly. So in the future, I think I will do, Thursday at this time slot. every week to do the MDM Treasure Challenge race. Hello, Old Pelon. Welcome. Hey, Captain Vic. Welcome, guys. But I just wanted to make sure all the tech works and I could figure it out before I publicized a live stream that could be a disaster. So still learning, but this seems to be working just fine, and so I think this will be a regular time slot going forward to do the MDM challenge race. So figuring it all out. I'm nervous all over again. It's so silly. I mean, but getting there. Hope you guys are all having a good week. Silver Wishes, you can join on my website, metaldetectingmermaid.com. I have 3 different levels there that you can choose from, and you can do monthly or annual. There's a discount for annual, whatever works for you. I just, I know that some people get their channels canceled by YouTube, or there are errors, or some glitch happens, and I didn't want to put everything into the hands of YouTube. So I also wanted to offer some different sort of perks that YouTube doesn't offer. So that's why I did it through the website instead. I just wanted to offer some more sort of fun, quirky things instead of the like 7 or 8 different options that YouTube allows. So I did it that way. My pleasure, Silver Wishes. Thank you. Appreciate it. My last name, sister. It's weird not to see this on the YouTube screen. For instance, on this, my picture is to the right and the chat is to the left. Hey, Sean Sweeney, welcome. The new console was the console controller panel. I guess it could be called a console too. It was supposed to arrive on the 10th of March. And because nothing happens quickly in Mexico, I'm gonna contact them tomorrow. I'm gonna contact Minelab Mexico tomorrow to ensure that it's arrived. But I didn't want to get on them like on the 11th. Hey, Colonel, welcome. In case there's just some holdup, because I just know that things happen slowly here in Mexico. But I will contact Minelab Mexico tomorrow and see if there's an update. But they did assure me that they were expecting it on the 10th. But if there's some holdup in customs or something, that's out of their control. It's on its way. Colonel, I just got a pop-up that you emailed me. I will be checking my mailbox on Tuesday, and I'll let you know. Hopefully it's there. If not, it'll get here. Again, nothing fast. Nothing happens quickly in Mexico. Except cutting off your electricity if you don't pay the bill within 5 days. That's the one thing, man. Only thing that's fast in Mexico. They will cut your power I think you have 5 or 6 days to pay it. And if you don't, that's it. Cut off. It's the only thing that happens quickly here. That's all right. So I will check on Tuesday for you, Colonel, and I'll let you know. But it'll get here. It'll get here, especially in the winter, because in the winter there are more people here, so they have more mail to deliver. In the summer, it can take a little longer, but I'll check for you on Tuesday. I meant to check this last Tuesday, but yesterday and Tuesday were day of the attorney for me, man. It was day of the attorney. I have a legal challenge that is not my fault, but someone is trying to take pretty heavy-duty advantage of a foreigner, and it's a fight. So I spent most of Tuesday and Wednesday with my attorney, and I did not get to the mailbox, but I will on this following Tuesday. Make sure I am missing chat. Sorry, guys. It's not scrolling right now. Probably because I was hovered. Let me make sure I haven't. Sorry, guys, if I've missed something. Oh, Greg, I would love to know the answer to that too. Hey, DCM Detects, thank you. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm sorry the chat stopped scrolling for a moment. Let me get down here. I think I had my cursor hovering, and that's why. There we go. Should scroll now, I hope. I'm learning this platform. EV Mux and StreamYard are really similar, but EV Mux has a little more flexibility and a few more options. So that's why I want to learn with it. Oh, okay, Silver Wishes. If you have any challenges, I can contact support and find out how you can change that. Support's really great, actually, on the platform where the website's hosted. So Eaton Beach Treasures was able to do it. Actually, a couple people have been. So a couple people have been able to use their channel name. I will double check how to make that happen for you, and I'll get back to you by email. Thank you. Yeah, they're really responsive. They're great. The web hosts there. Understand, Silver Wishes. Understand. Gotcha. Yeah, I think same for me on my personal account. It's some quirky. Oh no, I think I changed it, but it used to be a really quirky thing. It was first name, last name, and then a bunch of gibberish and numbers and symbols after. But I was able to change it to just my first name. I'm also adjusting to the time difference because the U.S. changes their clocks, but Mexico doesn't. So now instead of being 1 hour behind Eastern time and equal to Central time, I'm now equal to Rocky Mountain time in the U.S., even though we're Central Standard Time and you all are Central Daylight Savings Times. Paul, not you. I know you're in the UK. But for the U.S. folks, I've missed a few of the premiere lineups because I got there late because I just I didn't work it out right. But it takes a week or two to get it set in my mind that we don't change. We don't change here. And actually being equal to Rocky Mountain time makes so much more sense for us here in Mexico. It's kind of silly. Almost the entire big country is Central time, but we're so far west that Central time for us, where I am, is kind of weird. Take care, DCM Detects. Thank you. Have a great day yourself. Thank you so much for coming by and hitting that nice like. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is just the most amazing community. It really is. It's so incredible. Oh, Arizona and Hawaii. Oh, yeah. I know parts of Arizona don't. I didn't know it was the whole state. Yeah. I think more and more of the world is going in that direction. It certainly made sense for a long time, but the reasoning behind it is a bit lackluster at this point. Yeah, yes, Paul. You all change, I think, at roughly the same time as the U.S. I used to have a really good girlfriend, female friend in the UK, and Mexico is about 2 weeks either ahead or behind the U.S. I can't remember now. We haven't changed for 2 years now here in Mexico. It is nice, but when you do business in the rest of the world, it gets a bit wonky for a week or two before you get used to having to schedule things at different times. You all change, but your times, the hour that you do things stays the same. I have to switch everything back an hour on my end in the spring and then move everything forward an hour in the fall. By the hour, I mean, because we don't change, so I have to adjust my timing. Yeah, that's true, Zaxon. Very true. But if they kept it one way, like if they kept it at daylight savings time for you guys, would that not help you even if, year round? You'd still get more light in the evenings no matter what, wouldn't you? I certainly understand that standard time is not advantageous to evening daylight hours. Hello, Jim Steele. Welcome. How are you? I'm liking this platform. This is working pretty well, I think. I think as I get used to it, it'll be more advantageous, more helpful. Stole your words, Axon. Thanks, Gregory Freeman. Understand. Yeah, 45 minutes is a bit of a trek each way. Hey, Dina. How are you, Dina Littlehale? Also, I want to make one thing clear, and I'll probably say this a few times during a few live streams. I stick to your guys' channel name or your stream name when we're talking because I it's instead of like your first name, because I want to do as much as I can to support other channels too. And if people listen to this later, or well, if they're listening to it live, and someone comes on, like let's say Lucky Duck Digger, if Lucky Duck Digger comes on and says something and I say, oh, thanks, Colleen, someone who's only listening, or maybe they've got it playing, but they're washing dishes or something, if they don't know who Colleen is, they can't go look at her channel. So, I don't want you guys to think that I'm being impersonal when I use the name that you show up as. I'm doing it because I want to help people who might not be visually watching what's going on. So that's why I kind of am sticking to screen names, is so that someone who's just listening doesn't get lost in what's happening. Hope that makes sense. I thought about it, but like I know for myself, I've listened to live streams and someone will say, oh, that's, oh, Frank, that's so helpful. That's really great information. I'm like, who's Frank? Like, what? So I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So if I greet you all rather formally, it's not to be impersonal. It's because if anyone is listening and not watching to the chat, they can follow along a little easier if there's something they want to go back and look up. Thanks, old Pelon. Thank you. I do a lot of what the opposite is of what most people, what is common practice. It often works for me, but it's a bit counterintuitive. Oh, Paul Maverick, I planned to go yesterday, but it was day of the attorney. Hey, Papa Rouse, Bill, how are you? I had meant to go yesterday, but it was Tuesday and Wednesday were just day of the attorney, and I was so distressed yesterday morning, and I had some things to follow up on, that by the time I was ready to hunt, it was late. All the beach chairs would have been set up. But I have a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, lent me his Garrett AT Gold. And I think tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to go up the river here and just scout around a little bit. There's a section where there was a stone wall built across the river. So there's a tumbling point, and it's really shallow right now. It's really dry. So I think I'm going to take that, because I know the Garretts are supposedly not great in salt water, but pretty good in fresh water. So I think I'm going to hike up there and do a little hunting there and just see what I find. There is an old house there, and I know that I can mess around and, I've never found relics because I've only been on the beach. So that my plan for tomorrow afternoon is to do that. Oh, you got the triple score in January, Sean Sweeney. Oh no, I'm sorry you've been in and out of the hospital. I hope that you are feeling better. So yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon I can go try some land. I brought my little digger here. I bought the Dr. Otech digger. So I now have something I can dig with, and I'm going to go give it a try. It's going to be beautiful scenery. I'm bringing my phone, even though there's no reception. I'm bringing my phone and I'm bringing my action cam that I usually wear. So I'm going to try to get some like distance footage, in the river, and then I'll be wearing the action cam like I usually do because it's a really beautiful spot. So I'm hoping to get a few different kinds of footage, and hopefully I find enough stuff to make a video. It might just be old bits of like iron nails and construction, but it'll be pretty and it'll be something new. So tomorrow afternoon, that's the plan. I hope so. Well, not I hope so. I hope it's worth doing, but I'm definitely going to go. Hey, Mandy's Candy, welcome. How are you? You're not late at all. I never publicized a time or anything because I'm trying out a whole new software platform and figuring some things out. So I didn't publicize any kind of time. You are definitely not late, my dear. Oh, thanks, Dina. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a really beautiful spot. So I'm hoping for something, but it might just be old construction debris. We'll see. There'll be something there. Now, whether I'm any good at finding it or not is a different question, but we'll see. Oh, great, Gregory. Good. Glad you got your question answered. What about you all? You all who are out hunting, what are your plans for the next week or so? Or bags of gold in the case of some of you? Got a wasp in here. That's always fun. Let's stop scrolling again. Let's see. There we go. So it looks like I'm about 10 seconds behind you guys in terms of lag of the real chat. Yeah, that's true, Paul. I agree. And it's not like, I haven't found anything valuable in the 3.5 months I've done this. So obviously, all you guys who watch me aren't watching because I find, valuable stuff. So I guess whatever it is, it is. Oh, Dina Littlehill, I hope so. Oh, super, Colonel. Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, good, Papa Rouse. What are you going to bring with you? Have you decided what detector you want to use? Hey, PA Relic Hunters, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm getting behind. I'm like I'm 30 seconds behind you guys now. Let me catch up. There we go. Yeah, okay, it looks like there's about a 10-second lag before I see the chat. No, now it's 5 seconds. All right, I guess it depends on my internet. I guess the fault's on my end. Oh, great, Papa Rouse. Mr. Bill, I'm glad you're going to use the Simplex Lite. I just like that thing so much. It's just such an easy machine. Just turn it on, go, and find what you find. I mean, it's definitely not very deep. And that's the one drawback for someone who wants to do some serious hardcore hunting. But to just go out and enjoy yourself, I think it's great. I've been so happy with it. Of course, one thing I'm definitely concerned about is thank you. Thanks, Papa Ross. Yeah, only 41% of Mexicans have a bank account. So we're still very much a cash society. So there are lots of coins around. Oh, I understand, Mandy's Candy. Understand. Yeah. Hey, full half, welcome. Hello, Adam Weiss. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know what it's going to be like in summer. I need to ask my detectorist friends here. Well, friends. I'm one friend and one friendly acquaintance. Because in summer, we have no tourism business. So I don't know I mean, for you guys, winter's hard because the ground's frozen. But for me, summer might be hard because I don't know what there is to find without people. Granted, the storms do erode the beaches. So with the loss of sand, there might be some good stuff in those, lower layers. But I might have the opposite problem to you guys. It might be really slow for me in summer. We'll see, won't we? It's it'll be my first summer doing this. We're gonna run the winners race. Won the winners race. Run the winners race around 2:30 for the MDM challenge. Oh, good, Pia Relic Hunters. I'm glad it's thought enough for you to go out and have fun. I have a good friend who lives in Ohio, and he said it was 70 there yesterday. I think it was yesterday or Tuesday. Oh, good. Fishing's good. You're going to teach me, Paul. Hey, Tom Kingery. Welcome. Thank you, Jim Steele. I do have so much fun. So much fun. I love it more than I ever could have imagined. It has just blown me away. Absolutely blown me away. The whole experience. Make sure I haven't missed anyone. That's the one thing on this screen. I have it so that I can only see 2 or 3 chat messages at a time because of the way it's configured. Well, and because otherwise, I mean, I could make it show me 5, but I got to put on the granny glasses because it'll be so small. And these reflect my light, and I think it'll be annoying for you guys. So I blew it up so I could read the chat. I just started needing the granny glasses 2 years ago, but yeah, they help. Hey, Detect Dig Smile. How are you today? Welcome. Hope you guys are having a great week. 10 more minutes, we'll run this race. See who the winner is for the MDM challenge and what they get. It's 2 races. Yeah, there's not, except that the ones that I use them. I mean, I've only got 2 options. I bought this pack of 5. They were super cheap on the internet. And so I didn't know what I would, it's just a mixed bundle. So one of them is like really pink. I mean, this is really pink. And then the other ones are these. But, I've got a good light on so that I'm not all in weird lighting, and I think they'll reflect too much. I don't mind wearing them. I spent most of my life wearing glasses. I got LASIK when I was in my late 20s, before I went cruising on my sailboat. I was cruising for 5 years on a boat that I restored. Oh, it's not true. I started cruising on a sailboat that I restored, and then I realized it was too big, and I sold that one, and I bought a 38 footer, which was smaller, and that's what I did the bulk of my cruising on. But I thought, man, if I'm going to be alone, and I liked glasses, I liked wearing them, but I thought if I'm going to be alone out at sea with a pair of glasses with sea spray spraying everywhere, I mean, that's just stupid. That's not safe. So I ended up getting LASIK surgery, not because I disliked my glasses, but just as a matter of safety. And it was just 2 years ago that I started needing the granny glasses. I know, right? I know, Sean Sweeney. Everybody, like so many people knew what it was, and I didn't. And it's not like I've never been around that before. I mean, I have been around it, but peripherally, and it was never my scene. So, guys, he's talking about, I don't know if you remember with that little shovel I found, the little silver shovel. Well, it has a certain purpose related to Coca-Cola. And I didn't know what it was when I found it. And the thought did occur to me based on where I was on the beach. The thought did occur to me, but I didn't want to say it on YouTube, because especially in a live, because I just didn't want any problems. And then when I did the recap for the video that came out Monday, I still just kind of ignored the whole thing. But yeah, there were a lot of people in the comments who were like, yeah, you know what that is, right? And I wasn't sure, but so many people, and two people in the live, full half paparazzi, you guys were in the live. You're like, haha, yeah. And you were definitely right. The little bit that I've been around that, I just never saw one. It was just not my scene at all. I drank, but I never was an alternative substance person. It just never appealed to me. Hey, Texas Donna. Welcome. How are you today? And in that stretch of the beach, they're also, I don't know if you all remember that little key that I found, and so many people in the comments were like, that's a handcuff key. Well, I found it in the same area as this. Actually, I probably found the handcuff key, gosh, maybe 70 or 80 feet from where I found the little cola spoon. And, I thought it was a little key to like a little jewelry, like a traveling jewelry case or something, idiot that I am. And no, it's a handcuff key. And, this part of the beach is very alternative lifestyle friendly. And in fact, my friend who's the metal detectorist here, he won't hunt there because he doesn't like finding salacious things. His words. Full half, no, it's not silver. It's metal, but it's not silver. It's probably stainless steel. I didn't test it with a magnet. I'm guessing it's stainless steel. Yeah, Brian, I'll use it for gold when I find some. It'll be my little gold panning spoon. I'll give it new purpose, new life. Certainly isn't going to enjoy its old life with me because I don't have any time for that crap. So the occasional glass of wine or margarita is about it for me. That's as far as I go. So it has a new purpose now. It certainly was fun to find, though. I really like it. I really like that little shovel. Indeed, Texas Donna, and definitely for a better purpose. I guess depending on who you are. I'm sure the loser of it thought that it was being used for a good purpose, but I'd rather use it for little flakes of gold. Yeah, the little mini speaker I found in the ocean was great because I didn't have a magnet at my city apartment. So that became my magnet where I can test stuff to see if it's stainless steel or one of the non-magnetic metals. So that worked out fine. Yes, full half. Indeed. Indeed. 4 more minutes. We'll do the winter race. Then we'll do the race to see what's won. Yeah, Paul, I think so. I know it's around. I definitely know it's around. I've done, oh, I did a pan and I thought I found some bits. Well, no, I'm pretty sure I found some bits. And then I got enthusiastic and I did 4 more pans that same evening. It was getting dark and I couldn't see and I got well, I got enthusiastic and I wasn't as careful as I ought to have been. So there might have been some in those other pans, but I didn't find it because I think I was just careless and too gung ho. Um, and then I've done a few pans since then to no avail, but I think because I lost some of what I had, I just got I took a confidence hit. And so now I'm either really, really gentle and I just flub it up. So I just need to practice. That'd be awesome, full half. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I just need to practice. And um, someone, I tend not to mention names because I don't really know where I'm crossing the line of privacy or not. So I'm pretty careful about that. Someone suggested that I take a fishing weight and shred off little bits and pieces to test with different sizes so that I can get good at it before I'm losing gold. It was a great idea. Haven't done it yet because, because I haven't. I haven't been anywhere. I don't. Well, do I have a fishing weight? I must have in my boat stuff. I'm sure I do. Hadn't thought about that. Thanks, full half. Appreciate it. You're being asked what's for supper. Texas Donna has asked what's for supper. Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know too. 2:29. All right, I'm going to switch screens. So I'm not sure if I'll be able, oh wait, I should be able to. Let me figure out how to do this. All right, duck race. Hey, Florida Thunder digging with Rob. Perfect timing. I'm just starting the duck race for the winner of the MDM Treasure Challenge for this week. All right, so let's try this. I want that screen. Share. All right, it's worked, but I can't see you guys right now. Unless I switch back and forth. Oh, wait a minute. How do I do this? Can you guys see me or do you see the screen? Oh, maybe I need to add it. There we go. Got it. There we go. All right, so let me make sure that you're seeing what I'm seeing. I'm in the bottom corner and the names are up on the screen. Is that what you guys are seeing? All right, so it's good. So what I've done is if I know your channel name, I've used your channel name. And if I'm not sure of your channel name, I use the beginning part of your email address that you sent the email from so that I can protect the email people's privacy. So let me run through the names so you guys can make sure that you're in there. So I'll just run through it slowly, just so everybody knows that they are definitely in there who's here. You don't have to be present to win, especially since I didn't advertise the time or anything. So there's that. Let me switch back over to you guys, make sure it all looks good. Everything's good. All right, so let's run this. Done. Set the timer for 1:30. All right, let me shuffle once, shuffle twice. Turn off the sound. Thank you, Rob, for that. Florida Thunder. Let's go. Go, go, go. See, when I did this in a video, I could. Hey, Ray Diggs. I could add some copyright-free music, but here live, I'm not doing that. Keeping it simple for the first time using a new platform. Let's see. All right, minute left. Minute left. Who's it going to be? These are so much fun. Welcome, welcome, Ray Diggs. All right, closing in on half a minute. I could always sing a jingle, but then none of you guys would be here by the time it was over. Oh, Texas Donna. Let's see, let's see. All right, Trash Panda out in front, but there's the fade, the famous fade. And it is Albert. I don't know who Albert is, but I did get the email from him. So Albert is the winner. All right, let's see what Albert won. Hey, Talca. Buenas tardes, Talca. All right, so now let me stop that, and then we need to share the winner screen, the what somebody won. All right, so let me get that up. Share screen. It's the mermaid race for the prize. So those are the prizes. We'll do a 30-second race for that. Set, shuffle, shuffle, sound off. Let's see what Albert won. All right. Ojalá estés bien, Talca. Let's see what Albert won. Last few seconds. And it's going to be a mystery coin. All right. Albert won a mystery coin. Stop sharing screen. There we go. I think I'm going to do this time slot every Thursday for the MDM challenge race. That's my plan. It might adjust a little bit. All right. Let me get back to full screen. Remove from scene. There we go. Good. There we go. Yeah, I don't know who Albert is, but they entered the race or it did the challenge, so I don't know. I've been publicizing the last week and this week. I did some ads to publicize the channel and the races. So there's some new names last week and this week that I don't know. So we'll see. But it's definitely helped the channel and gotten some participation. So that's all good. So, mystery coin. Albert and the mystery coin. Jot that down before I close out Windows. All good. Thanks, Sean. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your evening. Yeah, this isn't a long one. I think we'll be on for another 20 minutes or so. Just a little afternoon hangout or early evening for some of you folks. And well, Paul is in England too, so it's nighttime for him. It's what, 8 there, Paul? Oh no, I don't know when your clocks change. 8 or 9, right? Just a little here. Yes, full half. I know. Yeah, I did 2 weeks of advertising on Facebook and Google AdSense for the channel and for this little MDM treasure challenge. So I did some fun ads about, treasure hunters and, just some fun ads, and it brought a lot of traffic. And I didn't even, in the ads, I didn't even ask people to subscribe. But I think people are so used to subscribing to be able to be a winner in any kind of contest or challenges. Um, it really surprised me. Really surprised me. Yeah, I'm delighted more than words can say. I'm still about 230 hours short of being able to be monetized for AdSense. But man, it blows my mind. Really blows my mind. 8:30, Paul? Okay. Absolutely delighted. I mean, I didn't start this with this end goal in mind at all. Not at all. I mean, I started this thinking, oh, I think this will be fun. And I just sort of wanted to push myself a little bit to do some different things and stretch my comfort zone. And I thought it would be fun to just chronicle the metal detecting challenge. Thank you, Dina Littlehill. Yeah, that would be lovely. Thank you. Thanks, Texas Donna. Yeah, if you could just put on a playlist and let it run. It won't. I'm 200. I think like 237 hours is all I need. Um, I mean, my initial thought was, hey, maybe in a year and a half, 2 years, maybe I can earn $25, $30, and that'd be cool. Hey, Phil Leo, how are you today? Welcome. And that was it. Like I just didn't have any ideas for it at all. And then I got to 350 subs, and I thought this could actually be something. And then I spent 3 or 4 days just researching like crazy, like 13, 14 hours a day, researching and strategizing. And I made a strategy like map for 350 to 500 subs, 500 to 1,000 subs, all the way up to about 10,000 subs. I've created this whole map of things that I think could work to grow the channel. I mean, not that I ever think, I can't even imagine 10,000, but it was fun to go through the exercise and to put together some out of the box activities to grow. It was so much fun. And so far it's worked faster than I ever could have imagined. I just never imagined it. It's just been so much fun. And I've met so many just wonderful people that I never would have met otherwise. Um, I mean, I can't say enough about how grateful and blessed and happy I feel from all this. It's just been incredible. Just incredible. I'm so grateful to all of you for such a welcoming, you know, foray into all of this and getting to know all of you. It's been amazing. Really amazing. And I also didn't realize how much I miss speaking English because I just don't have that much opportunity to do so. So, that's been really great too, is to just be able to speak my native language. And I mean, part of that's because I'm just not social. I'm just not a social person. There are plenty of expats in Vallarta that I could, go hang out in a bar with and chat with. But one, that's not really how I want to spend my time. And I'm not that social. So this for me has just been such a perfect fit. Thank you, Full Half. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, you all make it easy. I mean, it's to you all's credit that you find me personable, because generally I'm not. I mean, I can be, but I'm generally really, really quiet. It's funny, my whole first name is actually Angerina, and it's the goddess of silence. Angerina is the Roman goddess of silence. That's my whole first name, and it's really accurate. Really, really accurate. So this has been a delight. Hello, Scott. I really want to detect in the water, Scott. Our water is getting warmer. Um, so that's a factor. Our water is getting warmer, but also, Scott, my first time I tried to water detect, I busted my MyLab Xterra Elite. And it was only the second time I had used it. And that was a big budget item for me. That was tough. I mean, that was an expensive purchase for me. And I busted it the second time I used it in the water. Once that is fixed, I do want to go in the water more. But if I have another problem with the detector in the water, then I don't have a detector to detect with until the Elite is fixed. Once the Elite is fixed, then I'll have the Elite and I'll have the Simplex Lite. So if I have a problem with one or there's water damage or something, I can still make videos. But I'm not going to risk going in the water with the Simplex Lite until the Elite is back functioning. But I really want to do it. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to get in the water. And get my motors. I bought some electric motors for my kayak and my paddle board, and then I can really expand my reach without depending on the water taxis. So that'll be great fun too, because then I can go explore some beaches that I know have never been detected. Like there's just no way, because you can't get to them. So that'll be fun too. And not that there will necessarily be that much there, but there are people who, they go by boat and they take a cooler and they hang out. Yeah, Full Half. I live in a bikini from like mid-April to end of November. That's pretty much all I wear. So I've gotten some flack, actually. I've gotten some flack on YouTube that, I'm just attracting views by being in a bikini. But I'm like, man, it's so freaking hot here. To put on a bunch of clothes to do a video will be miserable. And why would I do anything different than what I normally do? I mean, that doesn't sit right with me. So I'll be wearing whatever I'm wearing. It is what it is. I mean, and it's not like I'm 25, man. I mean, I'm 53. So it is what it is. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, I guess if you're on YouTube, you're going to get flack no matter what. That's just part of it. I don't worry about it. As long as it's fun, as long as my metal detectors work and I'm learning, it's all good. Oh, full half. I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine. I mean, I lived in cold climates. Just never again. Never, never, never again. The when I moved away, I was restoring my sailboat and I was about to go cruising. I was what, 27 when I did this. I Thank you. Thanks, Paul. No, definitely not. So I went I've got a cheap trip to Iceland. It was February and I was just finishing up restoring my boat. I was living in, well, the boat was in Annapolis, Maryland, and I was partially living aboard, but I was sort of between being on the boat and being in Washington D.C. And I got this cheap trip to Iceland. Well, I figured out why ice going to Iceland is super cheap in February, man. I mean, it was so cold. But I brought all of my cold weather clothes to Iceland, and but they were cold weather city clothes. They weren't cold weather like out in the country clothes. They were city girl clothes. But I left all my winter clothes in the hotel room in Iceland with a note saying, I'm headed to the Caribbean and I'm never going to be cold again. It was the last week of February to the first week of March. It was an 11-day trip. And I left everything there with the exception of one coat and a couple of my favorite things. And I took off, and that has been my purpose since I was 27, was to just never be cold again. It's mostly worked. 3 winters ago, it was really cold here, especially for not having any warm weather, cold weather clothing. But for the most part, it's worked. Oh, I'm not scrolling again. Shoot, I've missed some stuff. Let me catch up. Hey, treasure hunter. How are you today? Sorry, my chat sometimes scrolls and it sometimes isn't. I know, Philia. Well, 27 years ago, this was still when they had courier flights, and I had signed on with 3 courier companies. So I was able to fly a lot of places and do a lot of traveling for like $75 or $25. Um, I went all over the world on these courier flights, where you couldn't bring any luggage because the luggage space was used for whatever they were shipping. You got your carry-on, and all good, treasure hunter. Yes. If you guys don't know treasure hunter ZA, he used to be beach hunter South Africa. He changed his name to be a little more, to incorporate a little more of all the stuff he does. But he has some great finds and a great channel. So yeah, I got this trip to Iceland. Of course you have to pay your hotel room and stuff, but it was so cheap, and it was so cold. It was so cold. When I checked into the hotel, I checked in and I'm wearing all city girl stuff. And the woman behind the reservation desk asked me if I brought any, my fur-lined coveralls. I'm like, what? Fur-lined coveralls? Oh, you do, Mandy's Candy? Yeah, he's got a great channel. He finds some great things. Dry sense of humor, really fun. Good channel, good stuff. And like fur-lined coveralls. I mean, I had, like my little lace-up kitty heel boots, and oh man, disaster. So she reaches down below the bin and she throws this bundle on the counter. And she said, don't leave the hotel without these. And they were indeed like these heavy burlap fur-lined, like Eskimo suit, these coveralls. And she was right, man. She was right. I mean, once you got into the clubs or the restaurants or things, you could take them off and have your normal clothes underneath inside. But she was right. Don't leave the hotel without these. It was It was, yeah, had a lot to learn. But then I took off on my sailboat, and that was that. All good. And I was mostly successful in not being cold again, ever. Some exceptions. I know, full half. Yeah, I just never again. I mean, I might not always stay in Mexico, but I'm definitely not going where it's cold. It's fun, treasure hunter. Yeah, doing lives are fun. I didn't schedule this one because I wasn't sure that all my tech would work. I've never used this streaming platform, and I wanted to do the winter races for the MDM Treasure Challenge live. So, but I think every Thursday I'm going to do a live for this. Just an afternoon hangout and have fun live with everyone. Hey, workmans. Yeah, that's true, full half. Very, very true. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, there are places in the US that are far hotter than we get here, but we just get that tropical humidity, and man, it just kills you. Hope you're doing well, workmans. We ran the race about 22 minutes ago, and a newcomer called Albert won. He won a mystery coin. So I will get that to Mr. Albert. But it's not a name I recognized. So, but next week, new chance every week. Every week is a new opportunity. Gotcha, full half. Gotcha. Yeah, you guys who are cooped up all winter, it'll be nice to get out for summer, for sure. Thanks, Phil. Oh, Mandy's Candy, thank you so much. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Thank you very, very much, Mandy's Candy. Very sweet of you. Thank you. It's my first super chat on this platform. It shows up. I didn't know. Everything is for today is pretty new. Thank you. Yay! Really appreciate it. It's funny, the little animation doesn't show up. So what it shows up as on my screen is pair character punching the air with fist and bump written on his knuckles. So I get a description, and it's this beautiful turquoise blue. It's actually it shows up as the same color as my shirt. That's fun. I match your super chat. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm missing it. Didn't it stopped scrolling too? Sounds great, Brian. Take care, Texas Donna. I'm sorry I'm a little bit behind because it stopped scrolling. Hey, Andy Harmon. How are you today? Welcome. Oh, thank you, Papa Rouse. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. It stopped scrolling at Mandy's super chat. Papa Rouse, thank you so much. How nice of you. Gregory Freeman, thank you so much. You guys, that is so nice. Thank you. I apologize for not addressing it immediately. It was sort of holding at Mandy's. Thank you, Papa Rouse and Gregory. Oh my goodness, you guys. Andy, hope you're. Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much. Gosh, I feel tired. I wasn't scrolling. I hope I'm not too far behind. I'm so sorry. Phil, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, guys. Hey, Gary's Metal Detecting. How are you? I hope you've had a good day, Gary. Thunder Beach. Hello, hello. I have just recently found 2 dog parks in the city that I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know if I can detect them or not, but I'm going to until someone tells me to leave. So yeah, there are 2. I've been waiting on a digger. I didn't have a digger, so I was kind of limited to the beach. But I just had the Dr. Otech digger delivered. So yes, I do plan on doing some more off-beach detecting. I just got it. I just got what I needed to do. I'm so gosh, I've missed some chat, guys. I'm so sorry. Full have, that's funny. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, guys. It just stopped scrolling. I'm catching up. I apologize. Oh no, more meds, Gary. That sucks. Well, no, it is my fault, Papa Rouse. It is my fault because I didn't realize that I it stopped scrolling a little bit. It has stopped scrolling twice before, but I noticed that it wasn't scrolling, but I just didn't notice this time. Oh, that's cool, Andy Harmon. I hope you have a great trip there. San Diego is a cool city. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm behind what? Okay, a bit. I'm behind a bit. Gary, who sent you a pinpointer? I see someone sent you a pinpointer. Thank you, Mandy's Candy. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I've got the website too. I don't know if you've seen the website, Mandy's Candy. It's metaldetectingmermaid.com. I've got a lot of metal detecting merchandise there, like different slogans. And now I just got 24 new designs. And I've got some for women too. I'm including some designs for women. For the first go round, I didn't have any designs for women, but now I've got some with some female silhouettes. So I'll be uploading those shortly. Gosh, guys, okay. I'm catching up. I'm 38 seconds behind now. I hope you do feel better, Gary's metal detecting. I hope that what you were prescribed works for you. Oh, that's awesome. Good advice, Gregory Freeman. Oh, great. Oh, OTEC sent you a pinpointer. Oh, cool, Gary's. Oh, I think I saw your video on that. Not I think. You did a video on it, right? I know I saw it. It was just a few weeks ago. Hey, Mark the Senile Detectorist. I apologize. I'm a little bit behind on the chat because I didn't realize it was scrolling. It stuck for me. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. Yeah, and it's really small on mine, and I should probably put on the granny glasses. Okay, I'm caught up. Mark the Senile Detectorist, welcome, welcome. Excellent. Oh, Oh, I would love to see photos of what people are finding. And definitely, Scott. I think you can probably send them via email. It's info@metaldetectingmermaid.com. So you could certainly send me photos by email. And I'm happy to post them too on my community page on YouTube. And I know that if you are a part of the members program through my website, I know that you can send photos through that. You have direct messaging, and then you can comment, and I know you can do photos there. But yeah, I would love to see gold finds. Oh, this is awesome. All right, let me make sure I'm caught up with everybody. The chat stopped scrolling for some reason. I just got to keep up on it, which I will do. Oh, now it's scrolling again. Okay, good. Do the watches work well for that? Are they good at sort of keeping track of those things? I see so many detectorists who find them. I've never even seen one. Oh, great, Gary's metal detecting. You've got the, okay, super. Yeah, that was a good video. And it seems like that pinpointer is pretty good, especially for being as inexpensive as it is. I know, Gary. I have a steak thawing right now. Well, it's already thawed. It's getting to room temperature. So I can put some salt on it and give it a sear and have my dinner too. Oh, that's super, Philio. That is super that it works well and that it's saving lives. That's great. I have a fillet. Gary, I don't have a ribeye. I have a fillet. Mainly because my freezer section is really small. So I buy the whole fillet and I cut it into pieces. And because they're such small rounds, it's easier for me to stack them in my freezer. I love beef in any variety, like any kind of steak, any kind of beef. I like. I'm a beef girl for sure. Yeah, I love ribeye. I love New York strip. I love all of them. But the fillet is just the easiest for me to stack in my little freezer part. Yeah, yeah. I sometimes buy. I can't remember what it's called in English. Spanish it's called diez millas. It's the section. It's not the expensive ribeye part. It's just above it. That little section that's almost ribeye but not quite. But it's still really good meat. It's just a little. It's got a little more sinew in it. Oh, Brian. I hope you're not screwed, Brian. Hope you're all good. I buy that a fair bit too, because it's just a little smaller in diameter than the big old honkin' ribeye is. And it's pretty inexpensive too, which is nice. But I mean, I have a really good butcher here. I get great prices on beef. Yeah, strip steak's great. I love a New York strip. Yep, that's true, Gary. Yeah, very, very true. There's no bad beef, I don't think. Even the tougher cuts you can make pretty decent, like in a pressure cooker or a slow cooker or something. Yeah, I eat beef almost every day. Pretty much every day. Big beef fan. It's really nutrient rich. I think it's so good for the body. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, I'm caught up on chat. Yeah, Gary. I haven't researched that much, but I think there's something to be said for it. Yeah, I'm not a full-on carnivore, but I'm probably 85% animal based. I do like caramelized onions. I like tomatoes. I drink coffee, but I'm probably 85% animal based in my diet. And I do eat things that like a hardcore carnivore doesn't. I eat yogurt, um, things like that. But yeah, 85% animal based. Okay, thanks, Phil. Oh yeah, your hippie ex. Yeah, I think it's so nutrient rich. I think it's a great way to eat. Buenas tardes, Talca. ¿Cómo estás? Talca's videos are so interesting. He recently detected an old haunted house. There was so much construction debris. Okay. Okay, Talca, cuidado. He's driving. Oh, Brian, you don't drink coffee? It's probably better. What do you drink, Brian? What do you enjoy? Muy bien, gracias, Talca. Tea? Okay. Yes, that's true, Philia. Very, very true. That's cool, Gary. Oh, thank you, Treasure Hunter. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind of you. Thank you. Gary, that's great that you're such good friends with her. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Treasure Hunter. Uh-oh, I'm not scrolling again. Good night. Sleep well. Happy hunting. Oh, you're parking, Talca? Okay, Talca's saying he wasn't able to leave to go hunting. It's too hot and chilly. Ah, hacía mucho calor. Talca's saying it was too hot. Treasure Hunter, thanks so much. Sleep well. Take care, Gary. Enjoy your dinner. Gracias, Talca. Muchísimas gracias. Lo agradezco. Lo agradezco in Spanish is I appreciate it. Lo aprecio is the same. Pretty similar. He's saying to everybody, welcome from Chile, a cordial welcome from Chile to everyone, all of his friends here. Good night, Paul Maverick. You have a great sleep too. Yeah, you and Treasure Hunter are pretty much on the same, almost the same times. I think you're an hour or two apart, but pretty close. Yeah, you're 1 hour apart, I think. So sleep well. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll go 10 more minutes and we'll call it an afternoon so that everybody can get their evening together, get their food. I'm going to get mine too. Thank you, Paul. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. I appreciate you all being here very, very much. Definitely fun. Especially now that I'm getting more accustomed to this platform. So I'll be a little less clumsy at it next time. So that helps too. Every time. If you can just get like 1 or 2% better every time, all good. Awesome, full half. We're all in the same time zone. 9 more minutes and I'm going to go cook my steak. We are all in sync this afternoon or evening, depending on what it is for you folks. I agree, Rob. I've got a filet ready to go. Couple minutes each side and I will be eating. How are you today, Rob? How's your hip? Hopefully not giving you too much trouble. All right, sorry. You're in my thoughts. Mine and a lot of other people's too. You know that. You and Mr. Papa Rouse. You are definitely in our thoughts. Full half, that's naughty. You bad boy. It's funny. Oh, is it, Phil? I didn't know that. Thank you so much. I didn't know there was an eclipse tonight. I usually keep a little bit up on that, but I missed that one. Danny, you are so sweet. You're such a nice person. Thank you very much, Phil. That's great to know. Full half, all good. It's all good. Some of us aren't Phillies anymore. Some of us are old mayors. It's a moon eclipse. Oh, that's lovely. I'll look it up. I'll see if I can see it here. Hope so. I've had great luck seeing the planets at night lately. Um, there are a lot of nights that I've been able to see Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, and Venus, like all lined up. Well, not like bunched together, but like two on one side and two on the other side. But it's been clear enough that I've been able to see all four of those planets. It's been lovely. Thanks, full half. It's overcast for you, Ardina. I'm going to look it up. I didn't know. I so appreciate you all telling me. That's great. I like those things. Thanks, Phil. Oh, super. Thanks a lot. I wonder, I don't know if I can pull that up or not. I'm not going to try it now. I don't want to accidentally lose you guys. Super. Thank you very much. Can I? Oh, that shows the comment. Oh, that's cool. I just learned something. So that's how I can show comments. Oh, great. Hey, Bill H. Welcome. That's very, very cool. All right, now I know how to do that. So next time will be better. I know, Rob, this has been such a learning curve. I had never even used a camera before I started this. I'm using EV Mux. Yeah, you can tell that instead of StreamYard because I did some research and I didn't want to use StreamYard given their price increase. I didn't want to get used to StreamYard's platform and then switch over to EV Mux. And I kind of decided that if I was going to join a paid service, I was going to join this one. So I'm starting here. There's no full eclipse on our side? Okay. Well, so be it. Oh, excellent. Excellent, Rob. Yeah, this one is free too. I'm using the free version. It just has the logo on it. But there's a paid version with Stream, they're almost equally priced, but EV Mux has a few more options to bring in some external apps that StreamYard doesn't have. But StreamYard is a little easier to get acclimated to, from what I understand. There's so much to learn. I really love it. I love learning how to do new things. That's super, Rob. I'm using the free version for the duck races now because the today's race was 29 entries. If I grow to the size of that you are, then I'll do that. But I'm still little. I'm still a baby. Well, maybe a toddler. Maybe I qualify as toddler now. Yeah, and it'll be a long time before I'm over 100, I think. Danny, that's funny. Yeah, I think I'll be able to do the free for quite a few months to come. But I've reached toddler level anyway. Oh, good for you, Dina. I've never used Clipchamp. That's great. Good for you. Oh, thanks, Full Half. Yeah, it has definitely exceeded anything I ever could have imagined. Ever. It's incredible. So much fun. All of it has been so much fun. So is Clipchamp another streaming platform or what? Or is it an app that you can incorporate into streaming platforms or an editor? What is Clipchamp exactly? And I can look it up if it's too long to type. I know it's sort of hard to type on in a chat comment. Not yet, Andy Harmon. Um, the new controller was supposed to arrive at MindLab Mexico on the 10th. And because nothing really happens quickly in Mexico, I decided to give it a few days. I'm going to write them tomorrow and follow up tomorrow to see if it's arrived. It shouldn't be too much longer, though. Shouldn't be much longer. I wanted to give it a few days in case it was held up in customs or something. Oh, okay. Oh, great. Awesome. I've never looked at it. I use CapCut and I haven't looked at anything outside of that. That's super. Okay, great, Dina. Thank you. Thank you both, you and Rob. Yeah, Movie Maker was pretty good for its time, but technology has certainly gotten better. Brian's so nice. Mm, understand. Understand, Rob. I know, Brian. Yeah. Yeah. Soon. All right, I just got a little notice here from the platform. There we go. Okay, Dina. Yeah, understand. Understand. I'll look up Clipchamp. Hey, I don't know how to say your name. I don't know if it's T Musfy or I don't know how you prefer. And welcome. Welcome, welcome. I think I'm saying T Musfy, but if you prefer, oh, TMUSVI, US Virgin Islands. Is that better? TMUSVI. It's funny how just a little shift in perspective can make you see something differently. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, TM. Thank you. Yeah, I was reading it as a word, and I just didn't catch the USVI as being separate. I've got it, TM. Welcome. All right, make sure I'm not missing anything. Still not sure? What do you mean full half? Oh, USVI. I've got it now. US Virgin Islands. US Virgin Islands. One of the best trips I've ever had was to the US Virgin Islands. US Virgin Islands and BVI's. I've had really, really spectacular trips to both. I love the Caribbean. Really love the Caribbean. What island are you on, TM? If that's not too personal of a question for a public chat. The islands are beautiful. You St. Croix, lovely. Really lovely. Good for you. I don't know if you'll know the answer to this. You probably will. Does Ivan's Honor Bar still exist? I mean, it's been 2 decades since I've been there, but does it still exist? For those of you listening, Ivan's Honor Bar, a long, long time ago, I can't even remember exactly where it was. But it was this great bar. It's on a beach, and the guy he would come in his aluminum skiff, stock the bar up, and then he'd leave. You could only get there by boat, and he just trusted that people would do the right thing. And he had hammocks strung between the trees, and so it was a full bar, and you just went and you made your own drinks or got your own beer, and he had a little cash box, and you just put your money in what you kind of thought was right. And this was a couple decades ago, but it worked. And he would come out every afternoon and collect his money and sort of tally up what the inventory was, and the next morning he'd come out and restock. It was amazing. It was a great place, beautiful, very, very simple, very rustic, but great. One of my favorite places on earth, I think. My dogs are getting a little restless. It was really cool. Okay, awesome. Awesome, TM. 35 years, that's great. Full happier trip. Yeah, St. Croix is beautiful. St. Croix, St. John's, I mean, all of it. But St. Croix is definitely, I definitely prefer St. Croix and St. John to St. Thomas. Same for me, full half. You take care too. Yeah, I'm going to go eat also. Getting hungry. Oh, yeah, yeah, we dig it. I know we dig it. Definitely. He's part of our Monday Digs lineup. That's awesome, TM. What a beautiful place. Yeah, the roosters are going, aren't they? Always. It's around the clock. There's no rooster at sunrise thing here. It's all the time. There's another one. That's super, TM. Oh, what a pleasure to know you. Yeah, he seems like a great person. I mean, I only know him from his videos and from chat on Monday Digs, but he certainly seems like a great person. That's so cool you get to hunt with him. You all have some great spots. Really great detecting spots. Very, very cool. Such a pleasure to hang out with you guys. I enjoy it very, very much. This will be every Thursday. I want to do the MDM challenge race or the winners race every Thursday. And thank you, TM. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And it's a nice breakup in the week and just hang out and relax. How is Sam? Brian, my dog? Is that what you're asking about? My dog, Samantha? Is that what you mean, Brian? She hears me saying her name because she is right there. So she's right here. She's good. She'll go with me to the hunt to the up the river. That little spot that I was telling you about. She'll go with me tomorrow. So you'll probably see her on camera. Danny D, I have 7 dogs. I've got 4 on their bed right here. This is the dog bed. And then the other 3 are right here. Yeah, it's a lot of dogs. Hi, Kaylee. It works though. It's a tiny house, but it's a big property. So it works. All right, all you lovely people, I'm going to go cook my steak. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and being a part of this. I very, very much appreciate all of you. Thank you, Phil. She gets a lot of scratches, and Kaylee is right here, like doing the the headbutt to get pets. So, yep, I'm gonna go eat. Thank you all. I will see you in the chats over the weekend at Charlie and Rob's show, and then Rob and Charlie's show. So, and then of course the Friday night premieres, the Sunday premieres, and the Monday Dix premieres. So I'll see you guys in the chat. Thank you very much. And we will hang out again next Thursday afternoon. So take care all. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all in the chats. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.